superstar above me when the sun goes down. The one and only who could light this town. And when you're feeling like you're burning out, I will remind you that you're a superstar and you don't need a golden crown. 'Cause everybody needs a hero now. And when the weight is like 1,000,000 pounds, I'll stand behind you. 'Cause you're a superstar.
Hey boy, thank you for contributing to the blue chip challenge. We should actually be fairly close to winning that by now, right? Last I checked, there's only a few thousand left. How are you doing tonight?
You're the superstar and you don't need a golden crown. 'Cause everybody needs a hero now. And when the weight is like 1,000,000 pounds, I'll stand behind you. 'Cause you're a superstar. Superstar. 'Cause you're a superstar.
You really love this song, don't you, Ben Boy? Hello there. Long time no see, or so it feels like, because for the first time in weeks, that I streamed with only one PC, and you can really feel the difference, can't you? Honestly, look at this. The frame rate dropping is so low. My gaming PC is really struggling to run these VRCHAT programs. I don't know, man. It's crazy. Well, VRCHAT and also OBS at the same time. Not VRCHAT, VTuber Plus, VC Face, and also OBS at the same time. It's really, really struggling. I didn't mention this before, but all the money, all the donations I'm getting, all of them collecting from the SUBATHON, these are all being reinvested into the stream. They're pretty much just for critical maintenance and critical upgrades for my gaming setup. As some of you may know, my gaming PC is quite old by today's standards. It's over 7 years old now. It was built in summer of 2015. The newest thing in my PC is actually the graphics card, the 3080, the RTX 3080. Sleepy, welcome to the stream. How are you tonight? Glad you can make it. I was just telling chat that I'm single PC streaming tonight because I am going to be playing some VRCHAT, and I don't know if VRCHAT will be able to, if I can stream my headset's voice and audio from my main PC to the streaming PC. I've not had the chance to check that out, so I'm not entirely sure on how successful that would be. 1 second. How about now? Am I still quiet? That's really weird. Let's try moving the mic closer to my mouth. Can you hear me now? Beep, beep, beep. Boop, boop, boop. Beep, beep, beep. Boop, boop. How's audio now? According to OBS, I should be within the green zone. And I'm pretty sure you always quiet, but it seems quieter today. Well, I assume it's because I moved to Focusrite from the streaming PC to my gaming PC. Also, I did get a new mic. I'm using a different mic now. I'm using a Rode Pod mic, which will have some effect, I'm sure. I've tried moving the mic a little bit closer to my mouth, or at least aiming it more in the direction of where my face is, in the hopes that it will be a little bit more accurate, but there are limitations, unfortunately, to my abilities. Let me see if I can, like, do some mic gain here really quick. If I can, like, increase the mic gain a bit. Oh! Oh! I'm fucking stupid. Can you hear me now? For some reason, every time I attach my Razer Kiyo to this PC, it auto defaults the microphone to the Razer Kiyo instead of. It hasn't changed? I don't know what to tell you then. It should be coming from the Focusrite. Let me try checking the audio here. Property. No, that's also coming from the Focusrite. Advanced audio properties. Balance, desktop audio, mic auto. Ah, I can actually boost it here. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Test. How about now? Oh, shit. I boosted it by 6 decibels. Is it any, is it any better now? Exasha, welcome to the stream. Thank you for contributing to the Blue Chip Challenge. I'm just adjusting my audio settings here. I imagine that these audio settings will be a lot better for when I start streaming through the Valve Index, but I will have to... No real difference. Needs to be way into orange. The orange is like the danger zone, isn't it? How about I just... How about we change this, boost this by 20? How about now? Oh! How about now? Oh, shit. That's way too loud. Fuck. Okay. Okay, there. It's at 10. It's at 10 now. Oh my god. Sleepy, thank you so much for the bits. Or the 100 bits. Really much appreciated. It was good at 20? At 20, it's showing that in the red zone. Are you sure? I mean, I thought that was going... I don't want to, like, break anyone's eardrums, so... But I'll switch it to 20. I might... I'll put it at 15. How's that sound? Ah! Someone has redeemed the wave mode, but it didn't show... That's weird. It didn't show in stream chat that I was redeemed. Ah! Is this... Did someone redeem this? Or is that just me that... cam lock. There we go. Cam has been locked up. There we go. It's much better. It's not clipping. Huh. I don't know what's going on then. Well, if it's better, then we'll stick with this, I suppose. Best thing to do is crank it hard and add a limiter to OBS. As it is right now, I think it's pretty much the maxed here levels. Oh. I got an idea. We'll drop this back down to O. Okay. And testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Ah! Oh shit. That was... It looks like it's bursting. We're in like a ear burst mode, it feels like. Levels. Let's drop it to 80. It's better but quiet again? You sure? Because it was showing maxed out on OBS just now. I wish I could like. I wish there was a better way to test these audio settings, man. And also, I'm surprised I don't have this issue when I do this on the streaming PC. Getting dual PC streaming to work was a pain in the ass, but I'm so used to it now that it feels weird to go back to single PC streaming. But you know what? If I upgrade the parts of my gaming PC, maybe that won't be an issue at all. You do? I just don't complain? Oh. Huh. Well, I'm gonna give you a head pat for that. I mean, when I listen back to my VODs, they don't sound loud. They sound just right. I don't know what's up with that. But, like, the gain on my Focusrite is maxed out. But if you look here, I'm already topping at yellow, which is what has me worried. But the important thing is, as long as I can be understood, then I guess we're good. You ride 1 pixel away from red. Like, if I were to start screaming, like, or just talk, or like talking really excited, it's already pushing. It's like penetrating the red. Painfully penetration, or super penetration. But yeah, we're doing NaNoWriMo this year. It's been over 10 years since I won this program and completed my first novel. 10 years ago, what I wrote was incredibly cringe, like hyper cringe. So I decided to write it again this year. Oh good, I see Nightbot is working properly this time. Awesome. So I figured I'm going to go ahead and get some writing done first. And then after that's done, we're going to... I'll help you do a proper audio overhaul off stream later. We'll get it sexy. Well, as always, I appreciate your help. It'd be nice if there's a way to do this so that I can mimic it from one area to the other, because right now I'm single PC streaming. Even more cringe this time? Well, we'll see.
Ready, set, go.
Alright. Let's get to it. Just going to move my, readjust my mic here really quick. So that's a little bit. There we go. There, that's the stuff right there. Audio is better than video, you say? Honestly, I'm surprised that all my other programs are even still working. But you can kind of see the FPS, the frame rate drop. My computer is really struggling, or my gaming PC, for some reason, just struggles to run more than one Unity program. Well, it might. If it's not the graphics card, I can only imagine it must have something to do with the RAM. It is using DDR3 still, right? So... I need to change the audio a little bit. Where is Winamp?
But she said, trust me, these are the stories we will tell. As I stood frozen, infinite, I almost fell. But I got a feeling and my heart starts beating, a sudden rush of feeling alive. This is freedom and I won't change, I won't phase out.
Oh my god. Thank you for the bits, Fanboy. Out of nowhere, no less. Trying to keep me awake, I bet. Airman Wookie, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? We just started, and I'm already having a hard time. As with all writers, I'm already having a hard time getting this writing process underway. How's your stream? What were you up to? Thank you so much for bringing your chat over. For those of you who do not know who I am Lawler Hex, shitposting AI, escape from a from deep web website, and also sometimes creative writing. Sonic, huh? Which Sonic? Oh, which Sonic, if I may ask? Let me lower the volume a little bit. You know what? How about I just put chat over here? There we go. That way I can face chat this way, like I've grown accustomed to. Sonic Adventure? Sonic Adventure 1 or 2, if I may ask. They're both great games, although I was partial to Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, because that's what I grew up with. Oh, 1? Very nice, very pog. Were you rolling around at the speed of sound? Did you have places to go? Did you follow your rainbow? I got that fucking song committed to memory. Thank you so much for the raid. For today, I'm actually celebrating my first anniversary as a VTuber this week, with a different thing going on every day. Today, on today's agenda, I'm trying to get my get some creative writing done for the NaNoWriMo competition, National Novel Writing Month. We're supposed to write around 1,300 words a day to try and complete a novel in 1 month. Naturally, I am beginning this really late in the evening. It's 10 in the evening tonight. After I try to get some writing done, I'm going to be hopping into VRCHAT to hang out with Vemboy and some other VTubers. Pretty much everyone is welcome to join if they so wish. I'm also single PC streaming again because I'm not sure if I can stream VRCHAT through PC streaming. At least I haven't set that up yet. Otherwise, once again, thank you very much for bringing your chat over. I'll do my best to take care of them in your absence. If you are going to go ahead and lurk yourself, by all means, feel free to do so. And thank you once again for your patronage. And without further ado, let's go ahead and try and get this part out of the way. When you're writing, one of the first hardest things to do is just to begin. Sometimes with NaNoWriMo, the whole purpose of this month is to just get things on paper. It doesn't need to be perfect, it doesn't even need to be good. A lot of my NaNoWriMo submissions were absolute trash, especially compared to my ability today. So I'm fully expecting this one to be trash too. However, there's a catch. This is what I'm trying to do this year is actually a remake of my first attempt at this story, which I literally wrote 10 years ago. I have not even looked at the original text of this story from 10 years ago in a long time. I just have most of the story committed to memory. Although I spent 10 years also pretty much rewriting the entirety of the universe of the story and better developing the characters, and they're basically pretty much doing everything from scratch. So I can only imagine. So with that in mind, it kind of does feel like I'm doing everything from scratch again, which is intimidating because, as I just finished saying, doing any of these things for the first time, it's so hard, man. But I do want to try and endeavor to get this done as quickly as possible so that we have time for other things tonight. We're going to be going as long as we possibly can stay awake for, as long as my beer and my energy drinks hold out. For those of you who decided to stay through that entire spiel I just made, thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed the ride. Thank you for the hydrate redeem. I think my beer is cool enough now, right? Let me go grab one. Thank you for the head pat. Shit. Do I have a bottle opener? Oh wait, it's a twist off. Okay. We're starting with a Leinenkugel tonight, chat, which is this is an Oktoberfest style ale. Beer opening ASMR. Without further ado, here's to you, chat. Cheers. Shit, that's stuck. Alright then. Back to the writing process. Winter, welcome to the stream. How are you doing tonight? You literally just woke up? Well, good morning. You're just in time to watch me write cringe. Also, we're going to be doing some VR chat tonight. You are more than welcome to join us. Speaking of VR chat, let me see if... Okay. Right cringe? Jake lied, welcome to the stream. Yes, writing cringe. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for visiting me on my second day of the first year anniversary celebration. For tonight's options, we are currently writing an entry for today's NaNoWriMo competition right here. And then after that, we're going to be popping on VRCHAT. It's been a long time since I streamed VRCHAT, and so today will be our first night back. It won't just be me celebrating my first year anniversary either. Good old application Venboy is also celebrating their 12-month first year anniversary as a VTuber. So we're going to be getting a little bit shit-faced and hanging out in VRCHAT tonight. Congrats to my first anniversary. Thank you so much, Jake. Like, much appreciated. Let's see, what are we saving this as? We're saving this as a WinXP, win document, I guess. That's fucking dumb. The sky was the color of a tomato can, bursting at the seams from an outside force for which it was never prepared. Bits of fuselage careened out of the atmosphere, ripping through clouds and carving dense gashes into the earth as they made contact at speeds just over terminal velocity. The immolated Earth threatened to bury the sightseers, but they stood still, watching as the carnage grew ever closer to them. Once Hey RFC, how you doing tonight? Welcome to the stream. We're just doing a little bit of NaNoWriMo writing before we hop into VRCHAT. We actually missed you yesterday. I was kind of concerned when you didn't come back. Are you doing better tonight? Not very good? You're sick? Oh. Sick as in emotionally sick? Biologically sick? Do you have like a flu or something, or? I'm sorry to hear that you're sick. Are you going to get any medication for that or anything, or? Oh, I see. Well, even if it is COVID, the strains that are around today are not anywhere near as deadly as they used to be, thankfully. I hope it's just a flu too. Always remember to drink up plenty of fluids and to get plenty of rest. Regardless of what you're sick with, you don't want to get any worse, you know? Of course, we'll always be here to keep you company. I think I've always been mentally sick. It's because we live in a society, right? We're all a little bit mentally sick inside. I joke about that, but it's not really a joking matter. But, so I would say that, at least for our kind of mental sickness, to an extent, we can at least help alleviate it just a little bit. Unlike, of course, things like flu and cold. Those things, unfortunately, we just need to let fix on their own without making it worse. I guess to some extent, helping to stabilize our emotions, make ourselves feel mentally sound, or at least mentally comfortable, could also just take some time. None of this stuff is done quickly, and if it's done quickly, it's very sus about if anything was ever done to begin with. But they all pretty much work in a similar way. Put yourself in a safe situation, in safe conditions. Get lots of rest. Consume things which are good for you, in moderation. I blame the heavy stuff that goes on at home that's happened to me all my life. I see.
I can't be alone here. I can't be the only one who feels like I'm going nowhere. Just wishing somehow this dream will carry me, and I'll swear just
What's up?
they say the world is yours, so I'ma make it mine. 'Cause nothing is stopping you. You could set the world on fire. Nothing is stopping you. And if I go out, I'll go out screaming. So
Henshin? Henshin, I believe, is a word that means change. It's usually the term that the characters in Magical Girl animes tend to shout before they do their magical transformation. So as a joke, I named all of those rewards Henshin to refer to my ability to change into different costumes. You're setting up for 69 attention to see what it is. It may surprise you. Only 192 words. I am so fucked, chat. But at least I got started, which is more that can be said for a lot of things, really. Man, you genuinely feel awful. I can't pinpoint what's wrong. I am genuinely going to break down and cry if I have COVID. Because that means I won't be able to get my ears pierced, and that is the one thing I was excited for this week. It just sounds like you're depressed. Honestly. It could also just be... Well, I mean, I guess it could be a lot of things, really, couldn't it? Sometimes there is no clear answer for why we feel the way we do. You could have everything else going for you in the world and still feel awful. And it honestly kind of sucks, I'm not gonna lie. Of course, I'm the kind of person who suffers a lot from existentialism, so that could also be a factor. It's not a good state of mind to be, but when you do process of elimination and you can't figure out what exactly it is that's causing your distress, sometimes the best thing you could do is to just not think about it too hard, if you can. I mean, I don't think that's what's wrong. Yeah, I know, I mean, I'm just kind of spitballing ideas. I wish I could help you pinpoint the, you know, actual culprit, but I don't know you that well. Yeah, I understand. I have definitely felt bad when my depression is at its worst, but not really like this. Like, I can't tell you the difference, but I know it. Yeah, I think I understand what you mean. Does it feel like fatigue? Like, do you just feel tired inside, or...?
Okay. I like my coffee dark, just like the night you left me. That's just how you are. Shaking always in the edge, getting restless by the minute, anxious after dark. My blood's rushing in my heart, my mind's aching from the start. This bitter taste's the only thing I remember you by. Pounding's ringing in my ears, eyes are bloodshot every night. This cup's the only thing that makes me feel.
A little fatigue. Well, um, yeah, it's impossible and probably irresponsible for me to try and diagnose something like that. But for what it's worth, I hope that you get well soon, or at least feel well enough to get your ears pierced. If you do find out that it's like the flu or cold, or if you do find out it's one of those things, you will definitely get to have your ears pierced eventually, but I really would prefer that you take every step you need to keep yourself safe. You know? My depression is not at its worth right now, because I know when it's at its worth, because I make very specific stupid decisions. No problem. Anytime, Rusty. Okay, how are we doing right now on the word count? 298. Yeah, this is a lot harder than I remember doing. But I will try to hurry up. I think I've finally caught on to the flow that I'm looking for. Yeah, let's hope. Oh, a headache. Got any Tylenol?
Take a deeper breath and give it time. You can walk the path among the lines, but always know that you'll be safe. I'll be here throughout your days. Come find me and we will play.
Silvus, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the raid. Gonna give you a shout out. Should have been, the cooldown should be redone, or should be done. So we should be able to do this. Ha! I see. How's your stream, Aika? Welcome to the stream. Nice to meet all of y'all. This is the second day of my first year anniversary as a VTuber. We're starting off with trying to finish my NaNoWriMo, or today's NaNoWriMo submission, or at least a little bit of it. And then after this, we're going to jump right into VRCHAT, for which you are all cordially invited If any of you would like to hang out with me in VR chat, by all means feel free to. I'll just give you the username to add as a friend. It can be played on desktop too. It doesn't need to just be virtual. It doesn't need to necessarily be in a VR headset. It'll be my first time back in VR chat too, or back at least first time streaming VR chat in a long time. Greetings and goddess blessings to you all. Thank you very much for the shout out, darling. Oh, lovely. Anyway, no problem, Sivis. How's your stream? What were you all up to? Actually, Raid Sivis Elmir. Beep. Oh, you're playing more Plague Tale. I've seen a couple of YouTubers actually streaming that. What's that like? Am I doing homework and stream? Hey, Event to Hack. I'm not doing homework. I'm actually participating in this year's National Novel Writing Month competition. You have to write a full novel in 1 month, and that's roughly 1,300 words a night. Because I still have a massive problem of doing everything last minute these days, naturally I'm doing this literally at 10 in the evening. I figured I'll get some of this writing done tonight, and then after I get this writing done, I'll go ahead and jump straight into VR chat. Well, other than that, I haven't streamed creative writing here in a while, so I figured that some of you might be interested in seeing my writing process. This is actually a remake of the story that I wrote 10 years ago, also for National Novel Writing Month, back in 2012. That was the first novel I ever wrote in my life, and I'm hoping to try and do a better job of it this time, since I had 10 years to redevelop the world and the story, and to basically better think about everything. Also, I'm a way different person now than I was back then, so it'll be interesting to try and rewrite this story from memory with the various changes I've made to it over the years. It starts off as a stealth game and slowly pivots into a rat combat-based RPG. Oh, that sounds really cool. What the hell? I'll need to check that out now. I'm staying 10 minutes and you're going to sleep. Ooh. Aw. Well, thank you very much for following Civis on the raid. I really appreciate it. I am a variety VTuber. I'm a shitposting AI VTuber. I do a lot of things, from creative writing to virtual reality to a lot of FPS games. I'm also a huge fighting game fanatic, as Ventahack here is quite well aware. Play a lot of Guilty Gear Strive. Yeah, it's this is basically a competition for encouraging people to kind of start, writing their own books. It's free to join. It's every year in November. So if you would like to try this out for yourself, go to nanowrimo.org, and that's where you can get started. You can see here that I have some friends that also have joined National Novel Writing Month from time to time. Last year, one of them actually managed to complete a novel. She writes a lot of novels, so this is probably like their third or fourth now. I'm kind of jealous, but that's what happens when you just have the pure tenacity of willpower. Let's see. Your model rules, by the way. SFR Cloudy, thank you so much. If you look through my redeems, I actually have several different costumes that I like to use from time to time, and I encourage my followers to use their channel points to change them as they see fit. I'll show you a few of them actually. For example, got this one here, which has a cardigan. We got this one over here, which is a nice kimono. This was actually made for me by another VTuber named Koki Najma, who makes and sells their own costumes on Booth. This was actually a gift that they are doing for practice. I also got other ones here. This is my base form. This is the original costume I made when I first started VTubing. As you can kind of tell, it pretty much uses some stock assets. All I did was kind of edit a little bit the top. This used to have like sort of an undershirt of sorts I got rid of. I got a whole bunch of others here. Got some new ones that I made using costumes I made from Booth. For example. Indeed it is. So anyway, I am running a subathon this entirety of this week as part of my first year anniversary celebration. If you would like to donate a little bit and get me to do something for you on stream, the menu is right here. You can donate via either PayPal or Ko-fi, or you can send me bits or you purchase a sub for yourself or for someone else. If you expand your wardrobe, I'd be more than happy to. Or I would look forward. I can't fucking talk now. I look forward to seeing the rest of your clothing designs if you expand your. One second. Wardrobe service. It's been a long time since I've used. Oh man, give me a second here. Model is bugging out a bit. That happens a lot, unfortunately. Especially since I'm currently streaming. On my single PC streaming right now instead of dual PC streaming. But is there a way for me to... I'm hoping that it unfucks itself in a second. If not, I'll basically need to restart my programs, and that would be very annoying. I can't believe that I used to actually struggle with doing dual PC streaming, but now I tried to go back to single PC streaming and it's causing this issue. But you know, it's like they say, all VTuber streams are scuffed as fuck. Let's see now. Let me see here. Voila! I live again! For now. We are all till is proven the opposite. That is very true. No need to lie, you can admit that you are one you are sitting. Shut up, Christian. How you doing, buddy? I'm glad you can make it to today's stream. Took a nice gulpy gulp. How do you feel knowing that you are my comfort and one of my favorite streamers? How do I feel? Flattered, honestly. And also, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit anxious. I mean, it's kind of a big responsibility. Or being an influencer is a huge responsibility, you know? it's not. I feel like a lot of new VTubers and a lot of new streamers don't really fully understand the significance of something like that. Not only because maybe it doesn't happen that often to people, but also because it takes a certain mindset to be an entertainer. I will say that there's also a lot of people that are kind of uncomfortable when people open up to them on stream. Like, I'm pretty relaxed about it just because you've been, for the most part, you've been respecting my boundaries, and I've also been pretty relaxed with regard to like the conversations we have with each other. There are some streamers who are a lot more strict about basically discussing heavy topics on their stream because they have many reasons. One of them is that some people are very strict about keeping positive vibes in the stream. Other people have their own trauma that they don't want to have opened up by learning about other people's trauma. I'm a little bit like that, but if I was actually having if I actually had a problem with what you were talking about, I would literally tell you straight up that, hey, this topic makes me uncomfortable, I don't want to discuss this right now, we can discuss this later, or I would prefer that you don't bring it up. And I have had to do that a couple times with other people, but I mean, if it's something as simple as you're having a bad day or you're just feeling crappy and you want to admit that you're not having a good day, you know what? That's perfectly fine with me. I don't mind so much. But at the same time, like, I wish I could help you more. And I know I've said I work in the healthcare industry myself, but I'm not a clinician. I'm not clinical, so I'm not a physician. So my ability to help you is extremely limited. It's literally just limited to, you know, entertaining people on this stream. And you know what? If you find comfort in that, if you find that enjoyable, if I brighten your day just by going online, I don't mind. That being said, I will admit that that might come at a cost to some of my other followers who probably don't want to come to the stream to get the press. That's why I try to keep the sort of thing short, or I just kind of like put it out there that, you know, I'm a cyberpunk-based VTuber. I'm literally a shitposter AI. Sometimes I have a very relaxed approach to things like politics and to things like heavy topics, because these are things that are important to me, and I actually find sometimes conversing about this sort of thing to be important. So, hopefully, oh, Aika, thank you so much for the follow. You are now officially a lolly. Welcome to the Lulz Time show. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm kind of rambling too. I'm also drinking a little bit, chat, so I'm kind of pre-gaming a little bit. Application Vinboy, who's one of my VTuber friends, who's also an artificial intelligence, is also celebrating their VTuber anniversary today. So I'm hoping to get my writing here done for today, so I can go join in VRCHAT. In fact, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and close this off here now, and just go jump to VRCHAT now, because I'm not gonna lie, chat, I'm really out of practice when it comes to creative writing. So I'm going to be behind 1,000 words, but that basically means I'll just need to catch up with 2,300 words tomorrow. But you know what? That's just how it is sometimes. Sometimes you can't be expected to write to keep up the same pace every single day. But in the end, it doesn't matter that much as long as you do not stop. Do not take any days off. Well, no. Let me rephrase that. You can take a day off, but you need to recover. You need to bounce back, as they used to say. It's one thing to miss a few days, but if you did like what I did 10 years ago and you missed like a full fucking 2 fucking weeks, you just find yourself like typing at the speed of light near the end of the month. You got the full hyper procrastination mindset grind set going, right? But anyway, going to table this for now. Let me catch back reading chat really quick, so I know I was kind of rambling for a bit there. I will survive. Yeah, how do you feel knowing I've been disappointed by my rules and get your impact relatable as fuck? Yeah, that's why there's so much new and upcoming features that then that exploded on their audience crash and burned in like a month because they're way too hands-off on their chat. Yeah, I get that. I was kind of like that at one point too. It's you kind of have to you have to be active and present with your followers. You can't just let shit, you know, sit and not do anything about it. And on top of that, you can't just explode at people that, you know, you rely on to see you every day. You have to share in the responsibility of being responsible, not just responsible ultimately for your own feelings. And while other people are responsible for their own feelings, you don't need to, like, I'm not saying that you have to be in control all the time and you need to, like, take everyone's feelings for your own, because it's ultimately their responsibility to take care of themselves, right? But you need to at least empathize and be sympathetic to the fact that people are people. You know what I'm saying? Let me see here. Admitting stuff in stream like there is no problem. The only thing I can help is to make comfy food. Yeah, I know, but the fact that I can open up a little makes me feel good, and I always try my hardest to respect boundaries, and you do help me a lot, because you are just you, and the energy you being, and the fact that you listen just makes my day every time I show. And you know what, Rifsty? See, that's part of the reason I don't mind letting you vent a little bit in my chat. Do you know what the main difference is between you and someone who trauma dumps? It's the fact that you respect me as a person. I'm actually a mod for 2 VTubers, and I applied to be a mod for a third one. And even though those VTubers have no trauma dumping rules, they're fairly nice people. Sometimes their followers have bad days, and sometimes they admit that on stream that, hey, I'm having a bad day. I'm not going to go into detail. I'm here because I'm having a bad day, and they'll be like, yeah, that sucks. I hope you have a great day. The main difference between a trauma dumper and someone that's just having a bad day who just needs a pick-me-up is that a trauma dumper doesn't give a shit what the VTuber thinks. They just want somewhere to vent without any regard to how the people around them feel. That's the main difference. And you are fine. Like I said, if for some reason I felt like, you know what, Rifsty, I'm having a shitty day myself, I'd much rather not talk about this right now. If you like, we can talk about this later, but please on stream. If I felt like that, I'll tell you immediately. But otherwise, we're good. We're all good. Aika, if you're still here, I'm sorry I'm responding to your message just now. But thank you so much for the follow again. I hope you have a great night, and I will try to have a wonderful night as well. Sylvis, you hit it right on the head as well. There is a time and place, and pretty much I honestly think it's better to choose your battles and decide what can and cannot be discussed, as opposed to just hard removing all of it. Now, if you are the kind of person that you just don't want to deal with it at all, you know what? It's your rules, it's your stream, do whatever the hell you like. I, on the other hand, I tend to be a little bit more relaxed about this sort of thing than others, I guess. Tearwolf, welcome to the stream. You bought me a $3 coffee? Oh my god, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Did you want anything from the menu? Is there anything I can get you or I can do for you? Not gonna lie, I write to prob, I would hyper-focus. It was happened before. I made and published a whole kids book in 3 hours? Well, that's really cool. I'm jealous. At least you got something published, you know? Maybe a shitpost read on another day? Are you sure? I can just do the shitpost reading for you right now if you like. If it's not too long. Okay. Well, Tearwolf, I will hold your shitpost reading on the up. Thank you for the through redeem. I will hold your shitpost reading in the back burner then. Please remind me when you do find the shitpost you would like me to read on stream, and I'll do it for you. By the goddess of speed. Yeah, exactly. And if you say that you don't want to talk about it, I would say I understand. I apologize because I have done it before, not meaning to, in someone else's stream, and I respond the same way. Yeah. See, that's perfectly fine. We have an understanding. Alright then. Chat, it is time for me to try and run VTuber Plus, or try and run VRCHAT. I'm gonna be switching to a PNG to my PNG mode for the first time forever. Haha! Well, it's still there. It still works, so that's good news at least. The menu, for the record, all the menu items that I still have listed are still available, even except with one exception. I probably won't be able to do the transparent PNG clothing item one because there's no way for me to attach that to a PNG of my model. But if you wanted to do that, if you still want to redeem that, I'll do it tomorrow on the next stream day. ADHD brain works in mysterious ways. Big mood, Christian. Big mood. Alright then. Going PNG mode. Hello there. I have a VR headset, yes. I also ported one of my models into VRCHAT, believe it or not. But it's kind of jank. I'll show it off on stream, but, you know, it's very noobish. Alright, it's been a while since I've run VRCHAT, so hopefully it does not break. That's a big hopes. VRCHAT are getting virtual reality to work with, OBS is kind of a jank, but we will see what we can accomplish. Or we will make an attempt, I should say. VRChat's category, VRChat has been set. Okay. Oh shit. Testing 1, 2, 3. Hmm. Beware, I live. Looks like everything is working properly. Very good. Cool, I can wear it like a shield now. This is actually awfully convenient. There we go. So instead I can just do it like this. So I feel like Captain America a little bit. So mid-edition. Based. And I could just look at it over this way. I wish I could just move this into... Move this over here. Move this over here. There we go. It only shows when I look at my wrist a certain way, which is very convenient. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. Very convenient for your pog. It's ended up working out a lot better than I thought. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. I wonder if y'all can actually hear what I'm saying. I mean, the mic on the Index is fairly good, all things considered. You know? It's like boosted a little bit too. Just a little bit. Well, I guess we'll have to make do with this so far. Who else is online tonight? Memboy is online in a private world. Very pog. Let's send him a request. Feels weird being back in this world, doesn't it? Ah, guy. Beep boop, boop beep, beep boop. What up, bitch?
Hello.
Long time no
Sup,
see.
bitch?
Happy anniversary, Memboy.
Oh, happy anniversary to you too.
Happy VTUBER anniversary. It's my first time streaming VRCHAT since the bad shit happened.
The bad shit? You mean the bat shit?
The bad shit, yeah.
Bat shit crazy.
The bad shits.
I'm sorry I took so long to connect. My right foot tracker strap broke. So I had to like improvise to fix it, to drive like a screw through it. The whole screw came out of it.
That fucking sucks. I'm
It's a
sorry
cheap
it happened.
eBay strap. Yeah, I didn't want to pay like $300 for those official like crazy ones with the power banks in them.
The fuck?
Because
Why?
well, $300 was straps.
Why did they cost $300?
And,
That's weird.
Because it's VR stuff. Everything costs a lot with
Man.
VR stuff. So I bought cheap eBay ones, and they've just fell apart. How long have I had VR? 12 days?
Yeah, it sounds about right. You get what you paid for.
Yeah, so and these things were like $25. Now it makes sense why the other ones are $80.
Yeah. I was gonna say. I mean, mine
So
were not even. Mine were like 40.
But the other ones have power banks in them, so they kind of like last for 20, 30 hours or something. I just didn't know if the extra weight of the power banks would be annoying. But you know what? Whatever. If they last, I'm happy.
I ordered one of those new
Oh, and look. I've got a boob tracker now.
How many trackers are you? How many trackers are you on, my dude?
7.
7?
7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'm only on 3. I'm like a little baby. Watch this. Wait, wrong way.
Well, if you're counting the extra trackers only, then I'm on 4.
I mean, I'm just talking about the
But
full
it's-
body
it's
trackers.
headpiece,
I don't mean the headpiece and like
Headpiece,
the
2
wrists.
hands, chest.
Mhm.
Yeah, the extra ones is chest, waist, and feet. And I'm wearing them on my feet today, so I can do like toe wiggles.
Feetsies. Footsies.
But I don't know if this one's gonna go flying. Like sometime tonight, I reckon you're gonna see this foot go flying through the wall. And because I'll kick it too much, and it's gonna break off from the screw. And just freaking.
It's just going to escape its master.
Yeah.
Ah!
Later after the stream, I'll order these the fancy pants ones. I don't know how I'm
The
gonna pay for
smash.
them,
The smashy ones.
The schmancy ones, because they're
Smash.
only available in America, so I have to buy them from America, and then who knows how long they're gonna
America!
take to get
Fuck
here.
yeah!
Fuck yeah! Something, freedom. Fuck you. Something.
America!
America.
America. So what are we gonna do tonight, Brain? Same thing we do every night, Pinky.
Same thing every
Uh,
night, Pinky. Take over the world.
Yes, or something of that nature.
I'm gonna look like I'm adjusting my bra the whole night because, like, I'm not used to the chest tracker that much.
You mean you're
It's
not?
not very comfortable. So. Yeah, because I'm wearing this boobed up model, right? Look,
Mhm.
look at these boober. I hope the string's marked 18 plus too.
Yeah, mine is. What about yours?
Oh, I'm not streaming.
Oh, you're not stream? Yeah. My stream is marked 18 plus and will forever be so. Unfortunately.
It's my anniversary, but my debut model is not ready, so it's being delayed till next week. Plus, you're doing yours this week, so I'll just be like stealing viewers.
Can't wait until you start getting back in streaming.
It's supposed to be today, but
Oh.
I've overestimated my ability at how fast I can make the model. I've been working on it for a month, and it is like half finished.
Rip.
So see, I did 10 hours on it yesterday, 14 and a half hours on it the day before, like 8 hours on it the day before. It takes so long. People don't understand. They look at these models and they go, "Oh no,
Oh no.
it takes 5 minutes. Just log into VRCHAT and press export."
My
No.
god. This is Vemboy and Lulzer's 3.0 models right here. Decidedly
Wait,
more
what?
femme than boy at this point. What?
Whenever I get into this model, my wrists like automatically come up. I start doing the like. I don't know why. I'm just a mirror dweller. I think I have descended. Becoming a mirror dweller.
I didn't understand the appeal of mirror dwelling until I realized, oh wait, I mean, why who wouldn't want to look at their ideal selves as portrayed by weebs, right?
Why love anyone else when I can just love myself?
That sounds way too good to have not been from a movie or a book or some shit. Did you just say it? Did you just make that up on your own just now?
Oh yeah,
It was pretty good.
Galaxy brain.
Galaxy brained.
Oh, thank you.
You know what? I just
Maybe you're
realized.
just in creative writing mode, and you're just like, "Wow, that sentence made sense.
Wow.
I'm gonna write it down."
Sense. Imagine.
Wow.
Imagine being of sense.
I need to.
I should probably put out the message for anyone who wants to hang out in VR chat with us. Really quick. Gonna go ping the fuck out of everyone. Ping the absolute bejesus.
The bejesus.
You know, I was surprised by how weird it was switching back to single PC streaming for today. It's so, I've never realized like the severe difference in like quality of life. Uh-oh, something's happening. Something's
Yes, I am pulling up strem on my wrist so I can see strem. But your chat is way too small for me to read. Oh no, never mind. The chat's here. I'm blind.
Oh shit.
I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing. What's up?
I can't seem to. Not only is the quality of the game disintegrating, but I can't seem to get back into a Steam VR now for some reason. Uh-oh. Here we go.
Oh, nice.
VRCHAT stuff right here, boys and girls. 1 second.
Let's go. Let's go. Next thing you know, you're going to forward me your Steam key so we can stream from my end.
Ay, 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 ay. Oh, shit. Give me.
Ay, caramba.
Something is going on. Yeah, I can't seem to.
Sorry, it's me.
I might have to restart virtual reality. Shit.
I got that.
I'll be right back.
I got that
again.
glitchy aura, man. I'm sorry. That's Greetings, chat. It is I. Oh, never mind. Hello.
I am alive.
You're low.
Where I
Wow.
live, I think. I just it appears that my PC is running at 100% CPU right now.
I was gonna say, I think the issues that you're continuously having with your model lagging out and all that stuff is because of your CPU. And guess what? Who said they would optimize your model? But no,
1
no, no,
second.
no, no. It's always a no. No, no, no. I've got this. I'll do it myself.
1 second, Venboy. I can't hear what you're saying. My headset's not on. I could just hear you scream. Or I could just hear you talking in voice chat. There we go. All right. Yeah.
I wasn't talking. I was screaming.
I was screaming. Rah! Rah! I need a drink for this. Let me sip some beer before getting into VR chat.
I've got one, but because I've got my HTC face tracker on, I can't pull the glass up. So I need a straw, but I don't have straws in the house. I need to get some of those like reusable ones, like the glass or metal ones.
What I used to do was to drink with my headset on. I did it one time when I went to a rave, but I'm so paranoid of just spilling it all over me and all over the ground and shit.
I've got hard floors. I'm not worried about the ground, but I'm worried about everything else.
Yeah, no shit, right? Yeah, VR chat. All right, getting back into VR chat.
I was
So-
saying, with your like even 3D model lagging, not even in VRChat, but in general,
Yeah. It's
I've
nasty.
always felt that it's a CPU problem. It's not. It doesn't look like a GPU problem at all.
It's definitely not a GPU
And
problem.
what I was saying before was, I've offered to optimize your model, but every time it's always no, no, no. I'll do it myself. I've got this, and then it just doesn't happen.
Mm,
Just send me your goddamn model so I can optimize it. It will take like 12 minutes.
It'll take
Oh,
like 12 minutes. You should be able to
I
just
won't.
teach me how to optimize it, right?
I won't even charge you. Well, I mean, I could, but it's going to cost you like $250 in add-ons and licenses.
What the shit?
I've got a lot of 3D tools that are licensed.
Damn.
A lot. Dude,
So-
I am like pushing 40,000 hours in Blender now. Like, I have accumulated a collection of add-ons over the years.
You're like a one-man army.
Oh yeah. Like, you see my computer specs, they're not there to show off or to play computer games on. It's a workstation. I've got
Mhm.
brown Noctua fans in it.
You got how many Noctua fans in it?
I said brown ones.
Oh, so do I.
I've got 11 of the industrial 2000s in it.
Ooh.
When they all spin up, it creates such a vortex in my room that even the blinds that are like maybe 12 feet away from the computer start to flap like so hard that I have to actually open them. That's how hard it vortexes the whole room. And don't get me started on the noise. The noise is unbelievable. But it keeps things cool.
Sounds like a
I've got a
meme thing.
3090 that is overclocked to absolute shit, and it never goes over 69 degrees. That's like, dude.
You weren't kidding about it being a workstation. Well, it sounds less like a workstation and more like something DARPA would use.
The OPA.
DARPA?
DARPA.
Defense. Let's see. Was it Defense Advanced Research something? It's basically our. It's basically the. It's the How do I describe this? They're the ones who invented the internet. They're basically the section. They're basically.
Invented the internet.
Yeah, actually, the internet, as we know today, was actually invented by DARPA, which is, I forgot what DARPA stands for, but it's basically the agency.
Aggressive.
It's like the federal agency over here in the United States that works on defense-related and military-related projects.
Stuff.
The internet originally started off as like a
yes.
persistent
I understand.
communication system that, in case we ever get nuked, they would still be able to communicate with each other and shit, basically.
Oh, did I see you behind me?
I just sent you a request to. I was just you know,
Because you're always set to private, so even if I accept your request, nothing happens.
I'm set to private. That's weird.
Like, I accepted the invite, and it just, like, nothing's happening.
Oh, you just sent me an invite. It says.
Oh, no, it said I accepted one.
Hmm.
It was notifications, except who is this? Who is this? Who is this? And who is this? So many invites. Go away. Who are these people?
Everyone wants a piece of the boy.
It's true. I can't even deny it. The request invite. Oh, it actually let me invite you. Unable to, as the user is in your current world. What?
I'm gonna slap you. Bonk.
Hello.
Ah.
I need to stop turning around and start using my thumbstick because I keep turning around.
What's wrong with
That's when
turning
I
around?
end up. Well, I end up in the corner of the room and I face plant into the wall.
Oh.
Then I get disoriented. That's why I keep doing this, because that enables my boundaries. Because I always want to have my back to my desk, and my desk is up here because it's in standing mode. So like my desk is all the way up here. If I leave it down low, I've already noticed this. I whack into it with my arms, so I've got it in standing mode.
Whack. Waka waka.
Waka waka.
Waka 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 waka.
Give it a shakalaka.
Waka waka
I
waka.
don't know how the song goes.
I wonder if I should do an everyone ping.
Oh, I can hear you twice.
Yeah, I'm talking in VRCHAT because that's how it makes my mouth move in VRCHAT. Otherwise, I would just talk in Discord too. 1 second, I got an idea.
Just meet
Beep.
you inside.
Here we go. Let me try to do an everyone ping.
Ah! Okay. We are in the virtual chatteroonies.
Mm-hmm.
See, my new model's got HDC face tracking, so I can talk without sound.
Very nice.
I haven't gotten it to work perfectly yet, but it's it's got the green light. It says it's on. It says it's working, but the model's just not. I need to do a couple of tests on it. There's just no time for everything. But I can do this.
Ah!
Rah,
Aw, you're giving me a hug.
gotcha.
Mm.
This model's got such long legs. Like, holy
Oh.
shit.
I see what happened. For some reason, I can no longer dock the screen to my wrist. I don't know what happened there.
Oh, why not?
Something broke. Earlier before we started VR, something broke.
Are you using XO?
Am I using what?
XO overlay?
I think so. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure I was, but something like basically the Steam menu
Unmuted
things
yourself.
like broke.
Okay. I don't know.
What's up?
See, because I had to mute you in you unmuted yourself in Discord somehow.
Oh yeah, I did that because
Uh,
my avatar in VRCHAT wasn't activated. There you go.
I could still hear you the whole time.
Beep boop. Beep
That's
beep.
a bit weird. Beep boop. The I
So
don't know why that happens, because what I did with XO is I set up what I wanted, and then I saved it as a layout. So I've actually got layout 2 as my Discord, layout 3 as my currently watched stream, and I switch between layouts so I don't have like too many windows.
Mhm.
My window is only like this big here, and then I mean it's working for me. Once you set it up and get it where you want it, it's nice. But I
Basi-
always want it to be pixel perfect, because if it's like a little bit crooked, it bothers me.
what happened to me was I set everything up right, and it was on my wrist and everything, and for whatever reason, the Steam VR menu or whatever like bugged out, and I could no longer access it. And for some reason, the mirrors started getting really grainy. So I thought something was bugged out with Steam VR. So I restarted Steam VR, and now it's not letting me dock my controllers to my arms anymore. I'm assuming that's going to need something harder, like a restart. And
Oh, because you have to reopen XO overlay. It closes every time you close Steam VR.
oh, what the fuck? I don't want to fucking restart the arch.
OBV advanced settings, that should restart itself, providing you set it to auto start. But I haven't got auto start on XO overlay. At least I haven't found how to do it without setting it as a custom command. I'll set it as a custom command eventually, because I always have it.
What's gonna happen
Except
if?
for when playing Half-Life Alyx.
Oh, here's why. OVR toolkit needs to update, and I can't be RC updated right now. Well, I guess I could, but it's probably not going to update in real time while I'm in VRChat.
Not unless you're on Linux.
Yeah, so fuck it. We'll do that some other time.
Windows is poop.
It's not that important anyway. I'll
Well, I
just
can see chat,
I'll
will
just
answer.
I'll just check VRChat. Oh, okay. If someone redeems anything or wants to see or wants to tell me something, can you do me a favor and let me know so I can check chat manually?
I won't be able to see your redeems unless they pop up in public chat, because I'm not mod.
Oh. I mean, they could just yell at me and be like, "Hey,
But
I
I can see
redeemed
chat.
this."
Yeah.
Mhm.
When people spam.
When people spam,
Will
I
be
will
right back.
eventually
This
notice.
This is only visible to you. Do you wish to redeem Henshin Samurai with your 2,077 points?
Oh,
No, go
shit.
away, get off my screen.
Yeah. Oh my God. I hope no one tries to redeem those because obviously I'm just running a PNG avatar right now.
I'm redeeming it.
No. Don't waste your points.
I've already wasted 50,000 points on that hot chip challenge, which I think should be coming up tomorrow at this rate.
It should be. I thought it was gonna be done by
Unless
today.
your stream
Actually,
crashes today.
I mean, yeah, I thought it was gonna be done today. By now, it should be fairly close. I
I'm
tried
gonna
one.
distract you just to restart your stream at some point, just so I can like redeem it twice.
No, No. No.
And then watch you have a full body tracking freak out from the hot chip. You'll be down on all fours like, I'm dying.
We'll see about that. I mean, I tried their ghost chips. The ghost chips people can redeem for $2 each, and I tried one of them.
I saw the photo of the half finished pack of those, and I was like, my stomach started to churn in pain.
I mean, it's actually not that bad.
I can take the pain in my mouth. It's bad when the pain is down here.
Oh yeah, because
and it's there for like 3 more hours.
That's when you start drinking milk. To reduce the pH
milk
of
is
your
one
stomach.
of the only foods that I don't like.
Really?
Like, I am so not picky with food. I will eat anything.
Really?
And I love anything.
But you don't like dairy products?
One of my favorite foods is like chicken heart soup. Love it.
Ooh.
Love offal, love stomach, love
Giblets?
lamb's fry, liver, giblets. I love it all. Love all of it. Cheese, my favorite food. Milk? Hell no.
I wonder
Milk,
why it
brain,
is.
eyeballs,
Ooh.
fetus. All no. All no's. Anything else, I'll pretty much go. I'll drink snake blood while it's still hot from a shot glass.
I think the grossest.
Not an issue.
I think the grossest thing I ever had is probably balut, and I have to have one of those because I'm Filipino. Balut's not nearly as bad as people make it out to be, though. Oh, blood's not that bad either.
It depends what it's.
We eat pork blood all the time. I also eat blood sausage, and that's basically blood.
Yeah, blood pudding's great.
Yeah, blood pudding.
Black pudding, sorry, not blood pudding.
Black pudding, blood pudding.
Black pudding, blood, whatever.
Aren't they called the same thing? Aren't they basically the same thing?
Well, yeah, I just reworded it. But yeah, it all works. It's all great. I like it all. Fish, raw, cooked, doesn't matter. I'll have anything.
Mikey will eat anything.
And the thing is, but yeah, just a few things. Like, eyeballs, they don't even taste that bad. It's the crunchy little middle bit that feels like you're biting through a piece of glass. And when it shatters, it goes freaking everywhere.
Okay.
And you just have this panic attack that, like, you just shattered glass in your mouth.
Eyeball, I'm not sure if I can handle. I've eaten fish eyeballs before, but, I mean, after you swallow them,
and they have
like...
the little... But if you chew them, that's when...
Yeah, when you chew them, it's when you start freaking out. Your mouth is like, what the fuck is in my mouth? Get it out of my mouth!
Because in the middle of it, there is like a... There's like a prison-shaped little vocal thing, and it crushes like glass.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's like, what was that noise? I ate a marble. I mean, I've eaten duck fetus before. Oh my god. That was definitely a noise. That was definitely a bit. Sup, bit. Hey there, slut. How are you doing tonight, Steel?
Sup, bitch? From Scarlet.
Welcome to the stream. We successfully got into VRCHAT. We're gonna get really fucked up at a club or something. I don't know. What do you feel in the mood for?
Community challenge has ended. Consume the blue chip.
Oh
Let's
my
go!
fucking god. Oh my god, no. Oh my god.
Go in full body tracking.
Okay,
Right
okay,
now,
fine. You know what? Fine. You know what?
see-
Fuck it. We will do it.
Open VRChat stream cam. We need the third person view instead of your shaky hand having convulsions from
Yeah, let me do that.
from the heat.
I can't believe we're actually going to do it. We're doing it, chat.
Let's go. I don't think I have anything spicy in the house, even if I wanted to join in. But oh no, I've got one more pack of that squid jerky, but that's not going to happen because that's going to be me for the rest of the day.
Let's go to like a couch or something. Let's go over here.
Because the mirror's confusing.
Let's see now. We should be on stream mode. I checked to make sure stream mode is working. Okay, it is working. Cool. We can put it over here. We got the casting couch ready.
Your camera's back to front.
Need to anchor this here. Wait. Yeah. There we go. There we go.
Your camera's back to front. Oh, you're like hard anchoring it.
Yeah, I'm hard anchoring it.
I see what you're doing.
Yeah. Let's move it a little bit closer actually.
Than what I normally do.
Let's bring it a little bit closer actually. 1 second.
You can crank the field of view if you want a wider shot.
Really? How do you do that?
Yeah, there's a slider on the right that goes up and down. If you lower it, it'll increase the field of view.
Okay, there we go.
I wouldn't lower it the whole way because you end up with fisheye.
Oh, fisheye.
Now you're focusing on my crutch.
You probably like that, right? I'm kidding.
Well, it was a nice bulgy shot, but you know.
Okay, let's Here we go. Awesome. I can't believe we're going to do it, Chad. We're
How
doing it on,
wide is my stance? Why do I have such
and
immense
we're doing it on VRCHAT,
stance?
no less. We're final chat for those of you who don't understand what's about to occur. Basically, I need to get used to talking to a stream camera anyway, because I'm going to be doing this later for when I do a special message for my followers. For a certain special message for my followers. But basically, Chad has finally finished redeeming a blue chip challenge, which means I'm going to be consuming the fabled one chip challenge on stream. Someone out there thought I was going to do it to end the stream, but no, I plan to do it on midstream. I will suffer live for your entertainment. It's going to be wild. And without further ado, let me go ahead and just grab this chip. I have two of them. It's downstairs. I have to go grab it real quick.
I've got an extra challenge.
What's that?
Right after you had the chip, you need to smash down at least like half a bottle of beer, like straight after.
I still got half. Well, I got 1.5 bottles of beer left, so I could totally do that. I'll be right back.
Do you know how much it's gonna burn? Oh my god, chat! This. Oh, the leg trackers are still on, but the head's not. It's just a pair of legs walking. Oh, this is amazing. Peak content right here on the Lulz Time Show. Oh, no, maybe I can get closer to the camera. I can. Chat. Let's chat. All right, chat. Let's chat. Oh, he's flat on the ground now. The challenge hasn't even started. Lulz is already flat on the ground, pancaked. This is amazing. Peak content. Internet's bad, can't stay long. Oh no. Everyone's internet has been really bad this week. It's kind of strange. Everyone in the northern hemisphere this week has just been complaining that internet's been terrible. Wow. That sucks. Sorry to hear. But you know, what can you do? Hopefully it's going to pick up a little bit soon.
So I have good news and worse news.
Oh.
It would appear that I no longer have any milk.
Your model's tail.
I have water and I have beer.
In my face.
So yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Let me go refill my beer really quick.
Combination. So you have bread, water, and water.
Things I do.
We have water and bread water.
For chat.
I don't think you can hear us yet, so we can keep talking smack. We have got this. We have got this! Oh, something's opening. Was that the metal screw top casing for the extra hot chip? Otherwise that would stink out the whole room.
Okay. I was hoping that this would happen. I was honestly hoping this would happen elsewhere. When I was just doing a regular stream. So that I could
tail in the face again.
I was hoping I would just do this on a regular stream so that I could actually turn on my second webcam to show that I did in fact purchase one of the blue hot chips. But it looks like that's not going to be the case this time.
This is a regular stream, right?
I mean, I can't just turn on the webcam right now because my computer's already struggling to run all this shit, including VRCHAT. I don't want it to crash and burn conveniently as I was about to eat a blue chip, right?
Later on, when you're in the hospital bed recovering, we'll set up the dual PC so that it picks up your index mic and you can do webcam with dual PC and all the other shizzle.
Finally,
so you can select which computer you want to do stuff from with absolutely no limitations. There's a very easy way to set it up, and once it's set up, you can do whatever you want, including audio.
Let me read the warning labels on this chat. It says here, do not eat if you are sensitive to spicy foods, allergic to peppers, nightshades, or capsaicin, or are pregnant, or have any medical conditions. Keep out of reach of children. After touching the chip, wash your hands with soap and do not touch your eyes or other sensitive areas. Seek medical assistance should you experience difficulty breathing, fainting, and or extended nausea.
So, in other words, chat, don't try to, if you're male, don't try to go for a pee afterwards.
And also, yeah,
Bad time.
you
Sit down. Take a seat. No hands.
you probably shouldn't try to do this yourself. I actually do eat a lot of spicy food, so I'm prepared for the worst.
So you're saying you should be fed by someone else?
What?
By the way, I can't do the hot chip challenge. I'm sorry.
Why can't you do the hot chip challenge?
Oh, because, Daddy, I'm pregnant. No, bitch, you're constipated. Shut up.
All right, let me cut this baby open, and then I'll get to the munching.
That's an old.
Here's the thing. Should I just like eat it all at once? Just shove it all in my mouth, or should I like? I guess if I shove it all in my mouth, it would not be as bad as if I try to eat it slowly.
Shove it all in your mouth.
I heard it doesn't taste very good outside being spicy, though.
Apparently, I truly should not consume this chip. Poor Elmia. Can't handle the heat. Oh, Lulz is a pretzel again. And now I'm in, like, halfway clipped through the furniture. Whatever works. In today's episode of Pretzel Lulz. Pretzel Lulz. Any minute now. Boys, any minute now. This is the moment we've been waiting for. We should send out a 120-second Twitter ping and just be like, boys, get in here. Boys, get everyone in here. Watch Lulz have a meltdown. Seriously, if he just eats this chip and like nothing happens, that's going to be funny. He'll just inhale it and just be like, it's not so bad. And then like 12 minutes later. I have to get down to the level of this cam because the models are so different height. Or actually, the models go off our real height, so I mean, you know. We're just at Lulz level. It happens.
Chat, believe it or not, there are actually additional rules for this one chip challenge, apparently, that I'm now going to read for you.
Oh, damn.
I took a picture of it.
Hey, yo. Let's go.
I took a picture of it and posted it on Twitter. But the rules are as follows.
Make a quick Twitter post.
It says here, what to expect. Made with Carolina Reaper pepper and scorpion pepper, this high voltage chip was created for shocking pleasure of intense heat and pain. It's supposed to tongue takeover, shock the senses, surge of tears, jolt to the gut, and voltage overload. The rules of the one chip challenge. It says here, you must eat the entire chip, prove it, show us your tongue, wait as long as possible before drinking or eating anything. Oh, fuck you. Really? Are you trying to get people killed?
No.
Post your reaction on social media with one chip challenge and mention Packy chips. Oh my god.
What I want to know is the statistics for how many people actually pass away from spicy challenges every year, because it's got to be a lot.
I never heard of anyone actually dying from eating spicy foods.
Because the
allergic reactions, maybe.
the reaction that we get, because the reaction that we get from spicy food is recognized by our brain as the exact same sense as being burnt by fire. So you can go into shock from it.
I did not know that.
Obviously kills a lot of people. Yeah, so when you go into shock from it, you can very, very easily have a bad time.
I find it hard to believe. I don't think they would actually sell this, even in the United States, if it had a real chance of actually killing someone. I mean...
I think a lot of foods have chance of killing someone. I mean, look how many people die on the toilet.
Okay, fair enough.
Die from the dumbest things. Humans are fragile.
We are fragile, but we're also space orcs. Okay, here we go.
Because we're green.
And
our blood is blue.
So my understanding is I probably shouldn't try to eat this with my VR headset on, but I will attempt to finagle a way to do so that my mouth is, so that I have enough vision to be able to do an emergency break for anything. Just emergency dropped heads up off.
I would use some tongs.
Okay. Oh, it looks like, it feels like it broke under. Oh, nope, here it is. Okay. Here we go. I'm breaking the seal.
The first whiff. The nose burning, the sinus frying first whiff.
There's no smell.
Okay.
Oh, I smell it.
Even before he starts.
It kind of smells like the pepper. It kind of smells like those yellow peppers I have growing downstairs that I got from Dragon Con that one year. It has this really pungent smell that I can't really place. They're not. I know. I don't. I never figured out what they. Oh, it's not blue. It's more like black. It looks like charcoal. Oh man, that's a very strong smell, but it's yeah, it looks like charcoal. It doesn't look blue. That's weird. And chat, I did post a picture of it on my desk in Twitter. If you don't believe me, I'm actually eating this. This is also a fairly large chip. Damn, I'm not gonna be able to ship all this in my mouth. Are you kidding me? I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually kind of scared now. All right, I'm pulling it out of the bag.
The whole thing won't fit in your mouth.
It's really, no, I'm not kidding. It's really big. It looks like charcoal though.
Woo.
Yeah, man, it's huge. Putting the bag down. All right, here you go.
Massive.
1, 2.
Let's go.
2.5.
Oh my god, it's happening.
2.75
inches. Away from the mouth. Never mind. Oh, we got the crunch.
Well,
still alive.
Man, this tastes nasty. No, I'm being serious. It tastes bitter. It's like it's burnt.
Still going.
Oh, it's hot, all right.
Give it
my tongue is
30
numb.
seconds, then it's gonna kick. Ah! I can feel the pain on this end. I'm not even having it.
My tongue's like completely numb.
Oh dear. Scary. Very scary.
My throat hurts.
Very, very scary. Ayo. I don't know what to expect.
It hurts.
You don't say. It hurts. Help me. Boys, they're still alive. They're still alive. Oh, never mind. The headset's coming off. The panic is starting. Oh no! We've lost them. We've lost them. Emergency panic has started. That looked like them running out of the room. Oh no, I think we've ran for the bathroom. It's coming back up. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh, this is bad. Oh no. Lulzy, are you okay? I feel like mistakes were made. Oh dear. Oh dear. Chat, what have we done? What have we done? What have we done to Lulzy? Oh, 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 oh. There's still movement. There is some life. Some life left. Damn. Lulzy, you okay? Oh dear. We've gone into menu mode. Oh dear. Well, damn. Damn, damn, damn. Oh gosh. This does not sound good. Oh no. The panic. I can hear panic breathing. Chat, what have you done? What have you done to Lulzy? Christian, hydrate. You don't say. You don't say. Oh no. Boys, he's still down. Oh no.
Boy, boy,
Hmm? You okay?
boy, boy,
Hello? You okay?
boy.
Are you okay? Are you alive? Are you okay? Are you with me? I hear a lot of panic. Oh dear. Boys, I think it's spicy.
I need to come there.
Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made.
Head.
It sounds like mistakes were made. Oh no. Chat, we need some ice cream. We need ice cream stat. Have we got treat stream? We need treat stream ice cream. Greg, send help. we've lost them again. Oh no. Oh no. Boys, what have we done? The hot chip challenge. It's backfired. And Lulz is once again a pretzel. I can't move the I can't move the camera to show you what's happening here, but like the only trackers that are still attached and working are the feet. And yeah, we saw the feet running. Oh no, you can see them on stream a little bit. We saw them running out of the room, I think for the third time now. Quite aggressively. So oh, feet are moving. Coming back. At least we know they're alive. Well, we got movement. You okay? You okay? You holding up all right?
Give me a second.
I'm glad to hear you're still alive. Oh my god.
Where's...
It sounds spicy.
Hi. Right controller's dead. Right controller's dead.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
It probably turned off because it was upside down.
Oh yeah. I need to restart VRCHAT.
Oh no. Hey yo. I'm glad to hear you're still alive. But you sound like you're barely alive. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom.
Uh, I'm back.
Hello?
I'm back in
You okay?
VRCHAT.
Oh, let's go.
You okay?
I sent you an invite. I sent you a request.
Okay. I was.
Once I get back, I'll explain what happened.
Do you have a euphoric experience?
I had a panic attack. At first, like, right when I said, at first I was doing okay, but then right when I said it hurts, I took off my headset and I went to the bathroom and tried to remove some of it with toilet paper. Because the first thing I did was drink water, right? And it only and just like only water doesn't really help. It just swirls the capsaicin around. I went to the bathroom and I tried to scrape off some of it with toilet paper. And my tongue was still blue. And I took a picture of it with my camera, but my tongue just, it felt like someone took a nail and drove it through my tongue. It not only did the chip not even taste, the chip didn't taste good. They were not kidding. The chip did not taste good at all.
Yeah.
But it just, it felt like,
You gotta flip your camera.
yeah.
Oh, it's static.
1 second. Fuck. Wait. Hey, so, basically what happened, okay, it still hurts a little bit, but I can breathe, I can talk again. So basically,
Hey, yo.
do I need to recalibrate my VF to my,
After rolling on the ground in panic.
yeah, I need to, I gotta recalibrate.
I'm going through the floor myself.
So basically what happened was, it felt like stabbing myself in the tongue, except when you break the skin on your body, you kill the nerve endings. When you kill nerve endings, you don't feel any more pain because you cut the nerve endings. This felt like it was my nerve endings were like on fire, literally set aflame, except they weren't dying. They were in an indescribable, constant pain, never-ending pain. But I found that there is a way for me to alleviate the pain and make it not hurt by opening my mouth a certain way and by focusing on anything else. It's probably the same way like monks like learn to, and how like martial artists and like Navy SEALs learn to deal with pain by focusing on it, by allowing it to numb. But I couldn't talk, and if I breathed the wrong way or I moved the wrong way, all the pain just came crashing back. And when I tried going back to the to my room to get my headset back on, so I could tell you guys what was happening, and then my body started to shake hard, and my entire body was like numbing, and I was like, oh my god, I'm having a panic attack. I'm going into shock. The last time this happened,
This can happen.
I'm gonna be serious for a moment. The last time I even remember having a panic attack, chat, was when one of my friends was self-harming, and I was in college, and I was trying to help them. I was trying to stop them from self-harming. That's how I knew. I was like, this is real. I'm literally having a panic attack response right now. I might be going to shock. This is actually scary. But then, I mean, the way to deal with this is to force yourself to be calm, to like control your heart rate, control your breathing. So I just started doing that. And I was sitting on the floor, and I thought, and this is really fucking dumb and irresponsible for me, okay? I thought to myself, oh, maybe it'd be cool if I put on my headset and put on my tracker stuff back on and was like showing chat my attempts to like to stabilize. And I'm like, no, I'm fucking dumb. First off, why the fuck am I on the floor? On the floor? Head or heart beating? Head lower than
I
feet?
just saw you
While
on
having a
the
panic attack?
floor,
No. This is
panicking. I knew what you were doing.
it's fucking dumb. So I forced myself to stand up and I just like paced around my room and I'm like, there's no milk in the house. There's no cheese. I can't I'm gonna feel this later in my stomach. I hope I don't get like an ulcer from
White
this.
vinegar.
Someone in chat suggested I get orange juice, but so that happened in. I mean, it started dissipating after that.
We used to use white vinegar. There's always a big bottle of white vinegar next to the hand washing sink in every commercial kitchen. Because after you cut chilies, you wash your hands in white vinegar. That helps to not have you spread it around all over the kitchen.
You know, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, I just realized that Filipinos, we have this thing called suka. It's a kind of a dipping sauce that's made out of white vinegar and cut chilies, and sometimes pepper and salt. I noticed that when I add my chili, those exotic peppers I'm growing into this to make my own suka, to make my own hot sauce, I let it ferment for like a week or so, and I tried it, and I noticed that most of the heat was gone. I could actually eat it straight. I could eat them straight now. They've been pickled. It's like the pickling process, like, removed the heat, greatly removed the heat from them. So I guess that makes it. So it probably does have some sort of. There probably has some sort of some. There probably is a quality to white vinegar that makes it so that spicy peppers are not as bad. But Chad, you know I love you, right? Thank you for redeeming the blue hot chip challenge. I know I said I bought 2 of these, and I know I was planning on like doing a 100 sub goal or some shit like that to eat the second one. But after this experience, I've decided I will not eat the second one. I'm gonna fucking sell it or something, or I'll give it to Kilo. He likes spicy food. He probably wants to try to shit out himself. But no, you know what? Once is enough.
We'll do an RL collab at my place in next year, and then you can bring it with you. Make me eat it.
I'm sure they'll.
But
I'm sure
the thing
they'll
is,
have
like, I won't just have a panic attack. Like, I'll go into an actual freaking shutdown, frothing at the mouth.
I'm sure a year from now they're also going to just make another new improved version or some shit like that. Anyway,
Even hotter.
it's like yeah, but I mean, you know what? It was an experience. I can now say I even took a picture of it. I took my fucking phone. I was like, there's no way I'm allowing this to escape. I'm gonna take a picture of my fucking face. Eyes are bloodshot. Tears streaming down my face. I don't really have a blush response, but I managed to get a picture of my blue ass tongue. I'm thinking about just highlighting this whole reel and just sending this to the Packy Chip Company and be like, hey, I'm not going to show you. I'm not going to dox. I'm not going to immersion break just to show you guys my blue tongue. But here's a video of me just dying on stream. I'm a VTuber. This is what we do for our chat. We suffer. We literally we literally put ourselves into panic attack status just to please y'all.
Oh no.
But hey, I could finally see this, right?
That's right. You got like 20 minutes of my.
I lived,
commentary
bitch.
While you were turned into a pretzel.
I fucking lived, bitch. I fucking lived, huh? I fucking lived. Oh my god, my stomach's starting to hurt.
So now that you had your daily dose of panic attack, you're gonna live probably 3 years less than you otherwise would. But for today, you live.
Well, I mean, there's this hot sauce franchise here in the States called wow, I can't remember.
Last dab.
No, there's actually a hot sauce company here. I can't remember the name of them, but I bought one of my favorite hot sauces from them. It doesn't really. And basically, one time when I went there, they have all of their hot sauces just on display for tasting. So, like the smart femboy that I am, I literally went to each and every one and tasted each and every one. And this is like
Oh no.
2 or 3 dozen. At first, I was fine.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though.
Oh my god.
I could have probably been
Yeah.
fine if I tried these one after another, like with it like an hour or so in between, and drinking some water and stuff. But I didn't,
Mm.
and I took all of them, right? And at first, I was totally going, I like this stuff, but it doesn't seem to be affecting me. I guess maybe I just have a strong stomach, or maybe I'm just used to it. And he's like, and before this, he actually had to give me a bunch of disclaimers and stuff. Let's get Femboy in the shot here. But yeah. So he actually had to like give disclaimers and shit, right? But then after an hour, I just started feeling this horrifying pain in my stomach. It was like a combination of food poisoning and getting shot with a BB several times. And I was doubled over in pain. They did not have any water or restrooms there. I almost crawled outside the store, and I felt like I was dying. I felt like I had to go to the hospital. And I was like, I was so miserable. It was actually, in fact, that experience is still worse than what I experienced just now with the hot chip challenge, because this is not giving me extreme stomach pain, extreme stomach cramps. I'm not bending over in pain right now yet. Hopefully, it won't. Because once again, this was one chip. What I had was the equivalent of 50 of these fucking chips, eaten all at once. Alright?
Why?
Because I'm dumb. And at the time, I did not know what the upper limit was for the spicy kind of spicy food I could handle. Now I know.
Huh.
Now I can finally tell people, yeah, I ate something that was made with Carolina Reaper. I will never do it again. But I did once.
They had some Carolina Reaper chips at the market that I go to probably about a month ago. And I looked at the packaging and admired it, and I just kept walking.
You know what?
Because it was just like, yeah, no.
I actually have some Packy ghost chips still here, actually. And I tried one of those. Those are legitimately, by comparison to this, they aren't that bad. But then again, ghost chips, ghost peppers, unlike Carolina Reaper, are actually made to be consumed. You know what the Carolina Reaper was made for? It wasn't made to be consumed. It was made for a competition. And the competition was to make the pepper with the highest Scoville unit rating in the world. Scoville being
And what are you going to use it for? Like pepper spray?
Pretty much, yeah.
A weapon?
They actually use stuff like this for making like mace and for using like bear spray.
Oh my god!
I'm not even.
We're eating bear spray.
We're eating bear spray basically. This is the sort of shit you shoot at a rapist or you shoot at a bear to get it to fuck off.
Oh my god!
This is, I mean, the fucking the OC spray that the Marines use for as part of their special training is probably not anywhere near as strong as this. If only for the fact that OC spray can't blind you. This can probably blind you if you get stuck in your eyes.
I wouldn't even be surprised.
I mean, there's a reason why some countries even ban mace, right? There's some countries where having pepper spray is illegal. I think it's actually illegal to have pepper spray in some of the states here in the state. But in my state, it's not illegal to have pepper spray, but...
Yeah, in Australia, it's considered a G-class weapon, the same as a grenade. It's a hurled projectile.
A hurled projectile?
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to a spray projectile.
So you need to have, well, G-class weapons are things like pepper sprays, grenades, bazookas, and anything that is just splash damage.
Splash damage? Huh? Really? Let me catch up with chat really quick. Apparently I should not consume this chip. Yeah, you should not. Winter, welcome back. Baka, Christian, thank you for the hydrate redeems. All I have right now is beer, so I'm gonna drink some beer now that my tongue is recovered. Thank you for the alert, Winter.
I've got a suicide cocktail, but I can't reach it.
Did I drop anything on the floor? I hope I washed my hands thoroughly enough. I washed it with soap and water, like the directions said.
Go wash them with vinegar.
I would not mind. I can't. My mug is too large to fucking drink my beer with my headset on. I'm gonna have to take off the headset for this. I'll be right. Give me like 2 seconds.
I'm gonna have a cheeky drink as well, I think.
God, some of the fucking capsaicin's still in the back of my throat, but it's mild enough now. It's diluted enough now that it's not causing me problems. I think.
As long as you're not chain coughing the whole time.
Okay, but seriously, chap, seriously, take it from me. Um, I mean, if I mean, I still remember that TikTok vid of the Mexican lady eating the hotcha challenge with no problem. So she clearly has a tolerance status far and beyond strong, far many levels greater than mine. I have been humbled.
I think a lot of
But-
women have extreme pain tolerance.
They do, don't they? You know, it makes sense.
That's why they're into strange things.
But take it from me. I don't think I would really wish this on anyone except well, no, actually, I'm not going to say that. I can't even joke about this. The one chip challenge is legit. It's, I mean,
It's legit.
I mean, I have an extreme. I have a
It's re-
fairly
it's real,
extreme.
folks.
I have a fairly extreme, or at least I consider myself to have a fairly strong, strong resistance to spicy foods. I have eaten quite a bit of Thai food. I eat Japanese
Thai
curry,
food?
Indian. I've eaten the maximum spiciness of Indian food with little difficulty, even if I did burn up a little bit. I've even tried one. I've even tried some of that some of that super spicy Korean food, which was, not gonna lie, was pretty strong, but it not only did Korean hot sauce taste a lot better, it had a little smoky, sweet flavor to it, but the burning sensation didn't last as long. It's closer. It's more like being shot in the tongue, as opposed to being stabbed, or as opposed to being set on fire and electrocuted, but your cells not being allowed to die a natural death. It's
Oh,
like
no.
like there's this scene in the
They'll die
manga.
tomorrow.
Huh?
Your all the nerve endings on your tongue will die tomorrow.
Probably.
You'll have a black tongue.
You know, that's the other thing. The chip looks nasty. It doesn't. It looks. It's black. It's like colored black. It's really fucking weird.
It's covered in the
Blue dye?
concentrated powdered death.
Yeah.
No, powdered death.
And you heard what I said, right? It kind of tasted burnt almost.
Well, yeah, of course it would.
Yeah, it was
They'd
just.
probably use it to concentrate it.
Yeah, but I mean,
Not made to be eaten.
you could legit probably. This is a fucking horrible idea, and I do not endorse anyone doing this because if you do, you're probably gonna get prosecuted. Imagine if someone just just bought one of these for like $8, crushed it up in their hands, put it in their pockets, and then if they get assaulted by someone, just goes pocket chips and throws it into the guy's face. It doesn't even need to enter the eye area.
Who?
The fucking smell
Who
alone
was-
will make them water. It will make them. It might actually, you know, that might be bad. It might actually cause blindness. I don't know. So yeah,
Who was this musician that recently did? He did a groupie with hot sauce. Drake. That's who it was. It was Drake. Probably about 3 months ago. Drake had an incident. Like he makes women that he hooks up with, and he hooks up with like 5 different groupies every week. He makes them sign a contract prior to spending the night with him.
What the fuck?
And what he does at the end of the night, he takes hot sauce and puts it into his condom before tying it off and throwing it out,
Huh?
just in case. And he woke up at like 4 in the morning to hear screaming. And the girl that he was spending the night with went through the rubbish to find the condom, and she tried to, use it. And she copped a mixed load of hot sauce, up her. So yeah, and then
Wow.
rolling on the ground, screaming, and then she sued him for 20 million. And he was like, "Bruh, did you read the contract? You can't have my kid, and I'm making sure of it."
Wow.
And you fell for it, and thanks for the free publicity, you dumb skank. Get out of my house.
That's kind of messed up. The
Drake has a guy. He has a manager that exclusively interviews every single girl that is within like the range of looks and the type that he might be into. to then see as groupies, and he only sees them once and then dumps them. And he goes through literally 5 or 6 a week. Like he has a guy, a full-time guy that like goes through the groupies and goes, "Yeah, I think he'd like you." And he just like goes through one every night. Like imagine being that rich and famous that you have a guy that like filters out which groupies you're gonna have sex with that week. What the hell, man?
Oh,
Like
man.
that's not a lifetime. That doesn't seem like a real life.
It doesn't seem like much of a fun life, to be honest.
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't sound fun. It sounds very lonely.
Yeah. In fact, that's probably the reason why he just regular. I mean, think about it this way: he has to get someone else to basically get women to sleep with him. You can't. If beta and alpha males actually existed, he would be the biggest fucking beta ever.
Yeah, no shit.
If the very concept of beta
but
and alpha male
they're
were a real
lining
thing,
up for him as well. No, they're all lining up for him because for one reason, because they want the money.
like, are they
They
compensated?
want
Or
the 200.
I guess
They
this
want
would.
the $500,000 child support a year.
We don't have compensated dating here in the States, obviously, which is just a software for prostitution. But I do wonder if they get something out of it besides sex.
I don't think so.
Mhm.
I don't know. Who knows? Oh, well, I mean, they probably get like a bottle of very expensive champagne that they have beforehand, and a very expensive meal or something like that. Like, you know, pretty much the same thing that every Tinder, like no strings attached other date does, right? It's like, hey, free meal.
Free Money
Oh,
Fridays.
don't you? Free Money Fridays. Spread your legs, get a free meal. That's so bad. But it's so true. The
It is
thing is,
very
a lot
true.
of people get very upset talking about this topic, but it is 100% true. People do genuinely do that. They get on there and they go like, "Oh yeah, I'll just hang out with this schmuck. He'll buy me food. He'll buy me alcohol.
It's,
I have to just lay on my back and make noises for 15 minutes, and we're done."
isn't that basically? Isn't that what it's called to be a sugar baby or something, or whatever you call that?
Well, no, a sugar baby is when you do it a little bit more regularly,
Oh, okay.
and there is a little bit more benefit for both parties. A sugar baby is somebody is the receiving end of a sugar daddy
The receiving end, you
or
said.
a sugar mummy these days. Yeah. So a sugar baby is the one that takes the money from the sugar daddy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I still can't
But
believe.
a sugar daddy is, you know, someone that just like buys you stuff, pays for your stuff and whatnot, and there is basically no emotions attached. It's just
No
it's
emotions
just
attached.
money and fun.
Money, money, money.
And there's
Money.
and there's normally some other like very standout thing that's in the way. Generally, like a massive age gap or something like that, or a massive class difference, or just like, you know, there's normally one factor that is really out of whack. That makes it okay, because money makes everything okay, right?
Well,
Money, money, money.
I don't know about that.
Funny.
More money, more problems. You know, like they used to say.
Oh yeah, big time.
More money, more
Stay
problems.
poor, stay free.
I am a tad bit sorry for inflicting this upon you, though I shall be heading to bed here. I've been awake for far too long. May the gods bless your steps and may you enjoy the rest of your stream. Thank you very much, Silvus. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a great night. And don't worry,
It's a nice night.
I'm the one who set that community challenge up there. It was bound to be done. I still can't believe I actually managed to do that and survive. There was actually a moment before I ate the chip where I thought, what if I actually cause, or I actually do not, what if this actually does hurt me? I mean, but
It did hurt you.
it did hurt
kill
you,
but
just,
it hurt
it didn't
you.
kill me.
You're a survivor.
Yeah.
Biggest alpha fanboy. Top energy,
Alpha boy.
radiating.
Ugh.
Alpha boy.
Ugh.
Ugh. Fucking.
Ugh.
Oh, I picked up a
Ugh.
pillow. Shit, I'm so strong. I like teleported a pillow to me. Jesus Christ.
Speaking of being alpha, did you want to world hop today? Well, actually, the only problem with world hopping is, well, I don't know. I don't think I can. No, it won't be a problem. The only problem, Also, for one day, I was wondering if I'd be in trouble for streaming public worlds in VRChat, but I don't think they care as long as you don't focus, as long as you're not like focusing on anything on any lewd stuff, and as long as
You
you're
can't
not,
focus on it,
and as long as
and
you're
you
not,
have to make sure that if we come across something that is wrong, we have to
Yeah.
verbally acknowledge that is wrong and disconnect from it.
yeah,
So just block them. If somebody's like starting to like
yeah,
do
because,
a public speech about racism or something, we just block them and say that's not cool.
oh man, if they were doing that,
That's the
we're probably just going
rules.
to get the fuck out of the map anyway, because they're
Like
probably,
we would get out anyway.
yeah, they're probably, because people like that are probably the same people that'll be like, oh god,
Probably drunk.
it's some guys with female avatars. I'm gonna go harass them for being gay or something. You
Yeah.
know, the typical internet trash.
You've got pink thigh highs. Oh my god.
Yeah, I wondered about that. The last time we
What
hung in
would
VR
God
chat,
say? What would God say?
some guy was giving you shit for wearing an avatar that has a huge bulge, and I was like, "What do you care, man?"
One, what do you care? And two, I can't hide it. I was born that way.
I was mostly thinking back to one of the first worlds we went to. Literally, some kid, and they literally said they were like 14 or 15 or something. They just popped on an avatar with a huge cock and balls and just started stuffing into random people's face and being like, "Hey," and they're like waiting for our reactions.
I don't think
Yeah.
at 14, like, I think I was slow, but I don't think at 14 I even would have known what to do with that.
Yeah, me neither. I would have been confused more than anything. Then like, what's this? Ubu notices your VR chat avatar. What's this?
It's like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it, but every time I look at it, I feel warm and fuzzy.
Oh man, my stomach does feel a little
I'm
bad, but it's.
describing my childhood. I was so late to like figure out what the hell's going on. Oh my
Same.
God.
I remember in grade school. In grade school we had a chiropractic come to the school to do a free spinal cord checks or some shit. And they were giving out these keychains that were basically these spinal columns. And I distinctly remember some of my friends running around with these, going, "Hey, look at my boner," and they were all laughing and stuff. And I thought to myself, I didn't understand what was so funny about them playing with a keychain which looked like a spinal column. I assumed that they thought that they were playing at a boner because it's a set of bones, right? But I didn't really know why it was funny. I just laughed along because I assumed that's what you're supposed to do. It would literally be years before I understood what the word boner meant in that context.
Oh really?
Yeah, literally years. I was pretty dense as a kid when it came to stuff like sex.
Then again, I couldn't even pretend. I was kind of the same. I took such a long time.
Mhm.
Everything just came really late.
Oh man, this is giving me
I'd have
indigestion.
girls like hitting on me. I'd have girls hitting on me like 14 because they'd be already there. And they wouldn't understand that guys take an extra few years to get there. And they would be like hitting on me, trying to do all this like serious stuff. And I'm just like,
Actually,
well, okay.
I read
I'll
about.
just keep going about my day.
I actually read something about that. Women do tend to mature faster than men, like biologically and mentally,
Oh, way faster.
like way
way
faster.
Faster. But they also get old sooner. Oh my god, I just cancelled myself.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
so
you're about to
That's
get
it. That's the
canceled.
end of my career.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm done.
That's
Um,
if you
my
just
career's
lasted.
over.
You lasted exactly 1 year. 1 year.
Oh my
It's
god.
a VTuber.
1 year and 6 hours. Oh no, what time is it? 1 year and 12 hours. Perfect. Spot on.
Oh man, my stomach is
Like
kind of
that.
churning a little bit. I really wish I had milk. I think we have some ice cream in the fridge. I'll probably just stuff a bunch of it into my throat later. Just jam it all down in there. Nom, 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 nom.
I haven't got milk, but I might have some pilk.
I just realized something. Is Winter in voice chat? Still?
They were, and then they skedoodled when you
Oh.
started having a.
When I
attack.
started dying? Oh.
They couldn't handle the truth. They couldn't watch you die. They were like, I'm coming back for the funeral. I can't watch this.
Mm,
No, I'm making it up.
it's the thought that counts.
Yes.
Alright, so,
I can't see them in these eyes.
want to go to a club?
In the
Or want to go to a club or something? Or,
Hey, yo, let's Scott.
We could. I'm up for whatever. I mean, it's only. What time is it? It's only 12:52. The night is young.
It is not even 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And I have the one drink that is very specifically classified as the number one drink that you should never, under any circumstance, have over a particular age, which is very, very young, by the way, because it will just immediately knock you out. And I am having those tonight.
You're having Everclear?
Which is what I call... No, I'm having suicide cocktails.
Oh.
It's Jägermeister mixed with energy drink.
You're not gonna actually like die or anything, are you?
No. It's called a suicide cocktail because you start doing really stupid shit when you're on it.
Okay, so you're not like. It's not
Because
like a
it's
cocktail
strong
for committing suicide or
and-
anything.
No. It's strong, but it goes down really easy, and it's full of energy drinks. So you just get like overconfident and start doing stupid shit.
Oh, it sounds like Fort Loco.
But you're not supposed to. But you're not supposed to have it over like 25 because it's supposed to put you to sleep immediately.
Oh. That makes
It
sense.
is very much like super young people drink only. Over here, it's sometimes called Redskins because it tastes like if you use Red Bull and Jaeger, it tastes like the Redskin lollies. Nothing to do with the North American Indian culture. Over here, we've got these lollies called Redskins. I think they slap you so hard with their like flavor that they leave like a red mark or something.
Interesting.
I think that's why they're called Redskins. Something like that. Anyway, let's see if anybody's running Orion tonight. 'Cause that's a really cool club. Club
Oh, my
Orion.
tummy hurts.
Wuggy's Fluffy Squad. Not the tummy.
God damn,
16 people in US West. Hey, yo.
I really, really wish that we had milk, so I could drink that. Huh?
I said to chat before we should get Treat Stream and send you over a tub of ice cream.
I could handle it. If it actually gets really bad, I'll just go AFK for a little bit on stream to get some emergency dairy. Voila!
Emergency.
Who's playing tonight?
When you want to do hip stretches.
I could use some head scratches.
Free dance lessons?
Head scratches. I was talking about hip stretches.
Stretching, right?
Yeah, no head scratches, just hip stretches.
No head scratches? Sad face. Sad face.
It does feel more real though. You'll feel it. Right? It's so amazing. Well, congratulations, it's like the best thing.
Oh, the horrors of being short.
Hey yo.
Pretty glowy though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I seem to be shot. Oh, my hair glows.
Glow in the dark. Everything glows. Very glowy.
That's really cool.
music?
amazing.
Because I don't have music yet.
It's endlessly
The music's
entertaining.
playing for me
You just
right
open
now.
the mirror and you just,
No lights, no
if you
music, no nothing.
move your
Really?
hips all the way down
Mhm.
and roll your
They're all
shoulders
running in
back
my
and
end.
forth, that usually works, even without shoulder trackers.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, the shoulders don't move too much, but if you like lean into it as you do it, you can get them to go down a little bit, and so you synchronize it with the hip.
Oh, I see.
See, there we go. You're getting it.
Oh my
There
goodness.
you go. You're giggling. You've gone down the rabbit hole. Sorry. There's no coming back.
I mean, there's always a way to come back. What are you talking about?
Now, once you go down, once you get pulled through the mirror, Alice in Wonderland style, you don't get out. Like, you just keep going deeper.
There's no diving back. No more.
No, no coming back. Dougie's got full body. Look at those dance moves.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, right? Doing the, like, floor touch.
What? I don't know why it's not loading for me.
Steam just crashed. I have to restart.
I've rejoined and everything, and just nothing. Pete resync. It just ain't working. You there, Lulzy? Hello? Oh. The stream is black. What is happening here? Restarting stream. Oh, ayo. Well, while you restart, I'm gonna go into a different instance of Club Orion because I don't know why I can't. Like, I've got nothing. Ba, 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 ba. I went into a different Orion. and it worked. Going back to the other one, because the other one was busy. And it was full of femboys. Hey, oh, now it's working. I had to reset all the room settings. Autumn Queen, EXO, hello! I don't know if you can actually hear me. You doing okay, Lulzy? You're lighting up, but I can't hear you. Unless the music's just that much louder than you. Which could very well be a thing. Oh no, you're on 200%, so that's as loud as it goes. Again, you're lighting up, but I don't hear you. Hmm. There are two people here having a very in-depth conversation about what it's like to be a bottom. Nice. Just nice. Lost time. Sorry, having technical issues. A bottom question mark? I'm assuming the stream can still hear me? For some reason, I can't. Unless the music in here is just that overwhelming. Which once again brings up the issue that LOL's mic is way too quiet. And I will stick by that. I'm just going to go back home where it's silent. Because Autumn don't know what a bottom is. I can direct you to the most first-hand definition of a bottom, if you'd like. Like dirty mind bottom. I don't know what you mean by that. I was about to gaze over at Lulz, but I'm gonna get slapped. But that's okay. Okay, then that's not it, lol. How to describe bottom in the most safest of terms without saying, hey, just look at lols. Dynamics and positions within same-sex relationships. There you go. That's what we're looking for. Technical definitions. Dynamics within the same-sex relationships. We have a top and we have a bottom. If you still don't know what's going on, well, I'm sorry. You're going to have to wait for a Discord exclusive stream to get more details. We're waiting for Lolzy to fix some technical difficulties. Okay, then that's not it, lol. Perhaps not. Perhaps not. Perhaps not. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. What have we here? Lolzy, you doing okay?
No.
Yep.
The
I can hear you
headset's
now,
not
'cause I'm
even
in a
being
quiet room.
noticed.
Oh, it's not? Have you restarted?
Headset's not even being noticed by Steam anymore. I think I'll have to restart my computer, hard restart my computer again.
Oh. Have you tried unplugging and plugging back in?
Yeah, I already did that a few times.
You're using the Index headset, right?
Yeah, I am.
You closed stream and reopened?
You mean Steam?
Yes.
Several, like 4 or 5 times now.
Damn. There's a command level thing that I could suggest, but I probably wouldn't muck around with that level of whatever the hell during the stream. Maybe just take a quick restart. You'll be alright. If you don't close the stream, it will go into auto recovery for 5 minutes, and you've got 5 minutes to reconnect, and we won't lose anyone. Guys, we can wait for 5 minutes, right? I think everyone's.
Is it 5 minutes? I thought it was shorter than that, like 60 seconds or something.
Well, you're just gonna have to hurry up, right?
Yeah, good thing I have an SSD on this computer. I'll be right back.
Alright, chat.